All right, are you ready to get your flirt on? I know, there's a whole lot else going on, and flirting might not always be top on your list, but to achieve any goal you want in life, you still got to do it even in unique and creative times. I am Jacqueline, founder of Discover Love Matches, and I know all of us are kind of confused and unsure of what we're supposed to be doing when it comes to finding love, dating, and relationships in a time when we're supposed to be wearing face masks, we're not able to socialize the same level, we can't have big gatherings, we're doing all of our events online, everything's kind of shifted. But this is also a really exciting time to get creative, to get resourceful, and also think about what really matters to you. Is this important to you in finding a relationship? We can only pause our dating lives for so long. The reality is we have to shift our perspective. We've got to shift gears. And something that I feel comes up a lot when I'm talking with clients is this desire and this wish that they had done the whole dating dance earlier and sooner, but that's the truth. We didn't. This didn't happen. You didn't fall in love before the pandemic. But you have a chance at this very moment to make a shift. You have an opportunity to show up and make different choices in order to be more successful with your dating journey. And of course, that begins with flirting. You've got to get the flirty mojo back. You've got to get a spring in your step. You've got to find what is it that's kind of gotten you a little too casual in this dating realm. I was thinking about how, we're only wearing a mask. That's the only thing we're required other than appropriate attire. But when we do things to put ourselves together, put a little extra effort, the ladies, it's the makeup, it's the gentlemen, it's the shaving, it's putting an outfit that goes together. Like I just went out and bought a couple new fun and flirty dresses just because I feel good in them. It's not how other people perceive us. It's what we do to make us feel a little bit better. If you need to go get your hair done, you got to get your nails done. You got to go and do something to refresh yourself. It's so important that we do personal self-care, especially during a time when it's almost too easy to slip and slide into not really taking care of ourselves. And then we forget how to kind of project that sexy, fun, flirty energy when we are out and about. No matter what's going on, we still have wants, needs, and desires, and people are even more interested in quality relationships. I am so impressed how the hookup behavior isn't quite as strong because people are being careful and cautious, but that means that the need is still there, so they're actually putting more effort into a genuine connection. As a matchmaker, I get lots of articles and updates of what's happening in the dating world, and it's so fascinating because dating activity has actually gone up tremendously, but people are dating with more focus and more clarity, and they're being more specific what they want, but they're also being more open-minded. Their list isn't so narrow that the options are so limited. It's more about understanding, if you're going to meet someone during the worst of times with this crazy world we're in right now, then chances are as life keeps getting better, it's going to only get better and stronger for you. But this is the big thing. We can talk about all of this. We can say how much you need to show up and flirt. You need to get some cute, fun, flirty outfits. You got to have a little spunk in your step. But what it comes down to is you showing up. Bottom line, you need to show up. Obviously, I'm creating events so that you guys can participate and then you have access to profiles. And this is where the organic matching goes on. I create a list. Now, when somebody signs up, I'm quickly doing my dance behind the scenes, trying to get different people to also register that I think you should meet, even if you're not a matchmaking client, because I've always got my curiosity going and I got my wonderful little black book Rolodex running through my mind. But I also need for people to then take it to the next step. So I can create a very organic, natural situation online and then create opportunities for messaging, but you actually have to do it. You have to reach out to people. The neat thing is that like with our events, these are people that are ready to date. There's no question, because that has actually been a big question lately is who actually wants to go on a date right now? Who is going to say yes? So our events are a big thing. But now we need to take it even a step further. When you are out and you are doing things, whether you're just getting a cup of coffee, you're getting a dessert, you're taking a walk, you can interact because you still have your eyes and you can make eye contact. I had a fun situation. I was taking a dog for a walk, and just enjoying the walk. And a gentleman walked up and said, "Oh gosh, your dog looks a lot like a friend of mine's dog that I take for walks all the time. Let's get the dogs together." And within less than a minute, we were exchanging information, and it was really fun because it wasn't focused on this, "Oh, should we date? Shouldn't we? Let me know all these million questions." It was, "Hey, let's get the dogs together and let's get a drink sometime." And this is what we need to focus on, is how can we make this fun, lighthearted, and not so complicated. Now, if you ask somebody for their number and you are mutually interested, go for it and go out. But if it's not a match or you're not interested after all, then move on. People are spending too much time dwelling and waiting and debating and never really asking the person out. That's what we need to do. If you're interested, let them know. If they aren't interested, it's not mutual, then move on to the next person. There are so many gorgeous, incredible, wonderful, dynamic people out there that will give you the attention, the interest, and the intrigue if you just keep going forward. Yes, we have this pandemic. Yes, there are distractions. Yes, there are lots of things that are going on. But the bottom line is you are an individual that deserves to love and to be loved. And there is somebody out there that is wondering, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? And they want to meet you. But that means you've got to get out of your house. You've got to get onto our events. You've got to go to different places and flirt. I mean, it's about you choosing to show up. Back when I was in Mary Kay and selling cosmetics, we used to have a phrase that we had to go out and we called it warm chatting, which is kind of a different form of flirting, but it was for business reasons. And we'd be at the grocery store and just start chatting up another lady and saying how much we liked her lipstick. And then we'd offer her a free makeover. And we had a challenge to see how many times we could do that 10 times in a day. Well, of course, when you're out flirting, you're not trying to get 10 people's numbers, but it's also creating those unexpected situations where you can just spontaneously be like, "Hey, you look like a fun person," or "Hey, what is it that you're buying at the store right now?" Or something that is fun and lighthearted. It allows for people to know that they have been noticed. They count. Because I feel like people are starting to feel like they've disappeared in the muck of everything. So why not take a moment, pause, and acknowledge someone, give them a compliment, and then see where it goes. And then if it's a number exchange situation, like just say, "Hey, how about I get your number? We could get together sometime." It's really okay. That is just organic and fun. It's also an organic way of meeting people, is to let your friends know what you're looking for. Let your family know what you're looking for. Really start opening up and telling people you're ready to find your person so that they can keep their eye open. And these possibilities will start happening. You're sitting at dinner with a friend, and then there's somebody at a table nearby, and something you say, or a laugh, or music's playing, or something's happening, and it strikes your thoughts or your feelings or your laughter desire, or they got a dish you want to ask about, you want to talk about the food, then let the conversation happen. So many times people have those moments and then they let the conversation drop, and then later they go, "Oh shoot, I should have kept talking to that person." Take a moment to notice the people that are noticing you and put yourself together just a little extra so you can stand out beyond the mass, because you are an amazing, gorgeous, beautiful, handsome person who deserves to be cared for and appreciated. And you have all this love oozing inside of you that is ready to get out. So get out and flirt, get out and tell people what you want, show up to events, our events, other events, be there with your shoulders back, a big, huge smile, walk in ready to meet people. Don't look defeated. Look ready to take it on and be able to have this amazing love story before 2020 wraps up. I am Jacqueline, and I'm here to keep this conversation going because I always have something more to share with you.